everybody. Welcome to Rock and Pop Mandolin, your site, your destination for learning classic rock songs on the mandolin. My name is Mike DeJong, and I will be your tour guide through another classic song from the 1960s. This is the first time I'm doing the Rolling Stones on this site, but it won't be the last because there are some tremendous Rolling Stones songs that you can play on the mandolin, especially those songs in the 1960s when they were experimenting with other instruments like the sitar. Those instruments work really nicely when you translate them or transpose them to the mandolin. So on this site, look forward to some more Rolling Stones songs in the future, as well as many other rock and pop classics on this YouTube channel. But first, before we go any further, please, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, hit that little red tab, that little red button down there in the lower right corner. It really helps us to continue putting out videos for you to learn the mandolin. I've had many comments, many kind comments from previous subscribers. Thank you very much for letting me know how you feel, especially during these times when many of us are stuck at home with not much to do. We can't really go out due to the coronavirus crisis right now. So it's a good time to practice an instrument like the mandolin. It's a good time to learn some new songs for the mandolin. So without further ado, let's dive into the Rolling Stones for the mandolin. Okay, we've zoomed in for Painted Black by the Rolling Stones for mandolin. This is another fun song that you can translate to this 8-string instrument that we all love to play. This song is in the key of E minor, and it's a really cool opening lick that has some Middle Eastern flavor, some exotic, even sort of gypsy jazz-esque flavor to it, if you will. So here's that opening lick. It goes... All right, and so that's a little bit tricky. It involves some hammer-ons and pull-offs over that little E minor situation there, little E minor chord. So that's where you start off with. You start with this nice E minor chord, and I play this version down here. Again, it's an open chord at the base of the mandolin neck with your fingers at the 2nd fret of the D string and 2nd fret of the A string. All right. From there, you do a nice little minor walk-up, minor scale walk-up to the A note. So you go E, F sharp, G, A, and back down again, those same notes. And all the while, to give it sort of that more authentic sitar-like flavor, you can drone that A note too if you like. You can create a double stop out of that E minor pattern, at least up until the A note. So you can go... Right, so there I'm hitting both the E note and the open A string together. I'm going, and same here, F sharp, G, and then on the A, I'm hitting the A and the E notes, the A and the E strings open to give a little double stop for you there. So one more time. Right, and that's a nice little minor scale walk up. From there, after you come down again, so on the E you go, so it's E and then E flat, if you will. So that's like it's like a harmonic minor lick. It's that the major 7 of the E scale here, which is an E flat, right? Or a D sharp. So you can go... All right, so I'm going from the E to the F sharp again, and then... Now the actual lick on the guitar involves a pull-off there. So you're going... It's a little tricky on the mandol, but you can get it. So you're trying to do from the E to the F sharp down to the D sharp. So, right? So takes a bit of practice. Sometimes I don't even nail it myself, but here. Just keep practicing that and you'll get it. So that's the first part. The introduction to the song, though, actually does a really slow version of this. So he goes... to there, and then what I hear him doing, and I don't know if this is Brian Jones or Keith Richards playing this part, but it goes... So he goes like almost like a total hammer-on there from the D sharp, right? And then a pull-off down to the D sharp again. He only does that at the beginning of the song. There's nowhere else in the song where he does that, right? That little hammer-on up to the F sharp. But it's really cool in the introduction of the song. See if you can get it. Right? Something like that. Okay, and then from there, the main chords, it's just E minor for the most part. I see a red door and I want it painted black. So those chords there are E minor. And then a B7. And I play the B7 here. Right? It actually looks kind of like a B7 on the guitar. Right? You've got the second fret here of the G string, first fret here of the D string, and then two more second frets up here. So that's a nice B7 chord. You can also play a B7 chord here, right? Which is fourth fret of the G string and involves some higher strings up here. But I like this one for this song. In the red door and I just painted black, right? It works perfectly over that lick. So all through the song, the main verses are playing just those two chords. It's E to B7. And then they add on top of that little melody line all throughout the verses of the song. So, right? Like that, down to that B7 chord. And that the D sharp note is in the B7 chord, which works out really nicely, right? Right, so that's in the B7 chord there. The next part involves some very quick chord changes off the E minor, so... All right, so what did I do there? E minor. So that's E minor, D, G, D, E minor. Then an A and a B. Okay, just to end that phrase. So you're going. So that's D to G, D to E minor. And then after that repeats, you go A. And I'm playing these chords down here. I'm playing the A. And then a B like that, which is fourth fret here on the G string, fourth fret on the D, second fret, or the root, the B note, on the A string. I like that voicing rather than this voicing with the, it just sounds too pretty, too high. So I like, this one sounds more sort of like grungy, like the song kind of goes, right? So and that's basically the main chords for the verses in this song and the chorus as well. Now that little E minor lick that I threw in there, which went, it's just the same pattern. It's just the E minor scale going up to the A again, but done very quickly. So he goes like this. I'll show you in the context here. Right, so it's just, and I just add the D note there. So going back to that E note there. So that's E, F sharp, G, A, and then back down to the F sharp, open D to E. And that's the Rolling Stones' Painted Black for mandolin. I hope you really enjoyed playing that one. It's a lot of fun to play on this 8-string instrument, as are most classic rock and pop songs. I hope you're also checking out some of the other tunes on this website. Thank you very much for tuning in, and thank you if you've already subscribed to this channel already. We've really grown over the past 2.5 months since we've been around. If you haven't yet subscribed, if you're new here, please hit that subscriber button down in the lower right corner down there. Leave a like or a comment too if you want down at the bottom of this page. My name is Mike DeJong. Thanks again for tuning in to Rock and Pop Mandolin.